Okay, so one thing I'm always talking about is, hey, did you get your spirulina? Did you get your chlorella, barley grass juice powder, your maca, right? Your beetroot. And one thing I love every single morning is my wonderful warm cup of superhero green mix. Well, now we used to make all of our own green powders, and we stopped making and producing our own powders. And I tell you, I can't find anything as great on the market as what we used to make. So I'm giving you the recipe that I prefer and that I love. And I buy all of my stuff in bulk. So I will go and buy organic maca root or organic sprouted, barley grass juice powder. So you can find all of your powders in bulk. Some of mine I get from Herbally Grounded out of Las Vegas. They're really picky on what they bring in, so I've got some wonderful products. And so what I do is I buy bulk, so I'll buy pounds. The recipe I'm going to give you is using any kind of increment you want. I'm going to say 2. You can be 2 cups or 2 pounds. I'm actually making an entire 5-gallon bucket of this because I not only use it for myself, but our family loves it, and I ship it to my kids wherever they are. So kids, if you're watching the video, I just made some, mom made some, so let me know what you need. Anyhow, so I'm going to tell you what I normally do. So for ours and what you have in here, and I put everything in here except just a little bit of each so you can see it. I have 2 pounds of alfalfa, right? We have 2 pounds of barley grass juice powder, and sometimes, and actually I have 4 pounds of both of those, kind of making a double batch. But for you, you would do two portions of or some kind of organic alfalfa. And alfalfa, the plant, the roots of the alfalfa plant goes up to 50 feet deep. So every known mineral to man can be in an organic alfalfa plant. And yes, it's alfalfa, like you're feeding your cows. Where do you think your cows get their calcium from? Hello, they eat alfalfa, they eat grass. And so you too want to become like those cows, but not really. But anyhow, and so we're looking at barley grass juice powder, and then barley grass juice powder, we do 1 portion of spirulina. So 2 of the alfalfa, 2 of the barley grass juice powder, and 1 of the spirulina. And when you look at spirulina, it is rich. That's spirulina. So you can see how beautiful that. This is an organic spirulina powder. Spirulina is amazing if you've got cancer. Wonderful for EMF protection of the cells. And so you're able to, and I have an entire superfood presentation on what all these superfoods do. So I'll go ahead and connect you to that in the lower area when I'm done posting this. Now, I also add peppermint leaf powder. I add peppermint because peppermint is incredible for the stomach, and we have a lot of people with a lot of issues stomach-wise. And so peppermint is one of those natural herbs that can help soothe the stomach lining. And it also tastes great. So I get organic peppermint leaf powder, so it's already in a powder form. Now, if you looked at my herb garden behind you, which you can't see from my deck, but I've got a bunch of peppermint growing, and so I love walking out in the mornings and just grabbing peppermint and throwing it in my green drinks, throwing it in my water. And then we also have, I put the maca in there, but I wanted to show you, at least with the beet powder. So beet powder is beautiful, but it also is very strong flavor. So you might not want to use a ton of beet powder. This recipe is 2 alfalfa, 2 barley juice powders, 1 spirulina, 1 chlorella. We have maca, which is a half, so a half maca, 3/4 peppermint, and then a 1/4 to a half of beetroot. It is really powerful. So in this entire 5-gallon bucket, I'm only going to put a 1/2 pound because it is pretty flavorful. And yeah, I have one more thing I've got to put in here, some barley grass juice powder. Now, Lily, can you come on over and just look at that once? This is just great. So inside we've got all of our ingredients, and now I'll put a cover and I'll just shake this to death and I'll stir it. You will see I'm doing this on the deck, and this is why, because it gets really, really dusty, okay? Now, afterwards, when that is all done, I will grab a couple tablespoons, and this is what I do every single morning. So I'll grab a couple tablespoons and I'll put it in there, and I add a couple more things. Now, my brain has to go this fast all day long. So my mouth doesn't always go this fast, but my brain certainly does. And so I use lion's mane. If you are looking to restore your memory, recover from some kind of a head injury, some kind of concussion, any kind of concussion, this baby is it. Organic lion's mane. Oh my gosh, I don't know what my life would be without it. I don't know what your life would be if I didn't have lion's mane every day. This is how I write all my programs, and you should see what we're doing with the Human Body Master Course. Blow your mind. It's because of lion's mane. I also live with tinnitus. That happened when I moved into the mountains, and so I have this ringing in the ears all the time, and so I take ginkgo, which helps that lessen. So I take ginkgo every day as well. So my kids don't need ginkgo, and so I put a little bit of ginkgo in my morning drink as well. And then I also add Once in a while, I'll add cacao. I don't add it very often, but if I really want that chocolate flavor, like a hot chocolate morning, I'll add raw cacao, which of course is loaded in zinc and magnesium, and then honey. And I'll mix all that in here with a little bit of cold water, and then I'll put warm water on it. I don't want to get the hot water too hot so it doesn't kill any of the enzymes, and I'll stir that up, and this is literally what I drink every single morning. So if you want to be a superhero, if you want to feel incredible, if you want your brain to like come out of your head, and if you want to have energy, maca of course gives you energy, great libido, your peppermint's gonna be soothing your stomach, chlorella, barley grass juice powder, and alfalfa are all phenomenal greens. And then you are able to feel phenomenal. So if you want a quick way to make your own bulk greens, go online, order things in bulk, which is easy to do. You can link through Amazon, you can go to Herbally Grounded, get your bulk products, and then find a good summer day and a big bucket and a nice spoon and a daughter who can help. And have a wonderful superhero day. You got